Have you ever walked on eggshells, replaying every word you said, wondering what you did wrong this time? The argument ends, but the silence that follows is deafening. You feel that familiar knot in your stomach, a mix of confusion, exhaustion, and a deep, gnawing guilt. You start to believe it. Maybe you are too sensitive. Maybe you are too demanding. Maybe you are the problem. Stop. Take a deep breath. I need you to hear this, really hear it. You were never the problem. The narcissist made you believe you were. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of manipulation and reveal the 5 truths they never wanted you to discover. We're counting down from 5 to 1, and by the end, you will see their game for what it is, a desperate attempt to hide their own emptiness. Let's begin with truth number 5, the breaking point. This isn't just the moment you leave. It's the moment the illusion shatters. The narcissist has spent months, maybe years, carefully crafting a world where they are the victim and you are the aggressor. They've pushed your boundaries, ignored your needs, and invalidated your feelings until you finally react. You raise your voice, you cry, you get angry, and in that moment, they point their finger and say, "See? You're the crazy one. You're the one with the problem." This is a calculated trap. They provoke you to get a reaction, then use that reaction as proof of your instability. It's a classic example of what psychologist Karen Horney identified as neurotic blame shifting. The narcissist cannot handle their own internal chaos, so they create chaos outside of themselves and then blame you for it. The breaking point they engineer is designed to be your emotional undoing, but it can become your awakening. It is the moment you realize that a healthy person doesn't relentlessly push someone to their limit just to prove a point. A healthy person seeks resolution, not destruction. Now for truth number 4, the false reality. This is the world of gaslighting, where your memories are questioned, your perceptions are denied, and your sanity is put on trial. You say, "You said you would be there," and they reply, "I never said that. You're remembering it wrong." You express hurt over their actions, and they calmly state, "That didn't happen. You're being overly emotional." This isn't just a simple disagreement. It's a form of psychological warfare. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote about the will to power, and for a narcissist, controlling your reality is the ultimate expression of that will. If they can make you doubt your own mind, they can control you completely. They create what is essentially a shared delusion, and your role is to accept their version of events, no matter how absurd. Recovering from this means learning to trust yourself again. It means holding on to your memories and your feelings as your own personal truth, even when someone is trying to erase them. Your reality is valid. Your feelings are real. This brings us to truth number 3, the control game. To a narcissist, a relationship isn't a partnership, it's a power dynamic. Every interaction is a move on a chessboard, where they must always be in the dominant position. This is where we see what the psychoanalyst Alfred Adler called the inferiority complex. Deep down, the narcissist feels incredibly small and inadequate. To mask this profound insecurity, they must exert control over others. This control can manifest in many ways: isolating you from friends and family, controlling finances, giving you the silent treatment as punishment, or showering you with affection only when you comply. It's what psychologist Carl Rogers would call conditional acceptance. Their love and approval are tools, given and taken away to keep you in line. They don't love you, they love the power they have over you. Erich Fromm, another great thinker, distinguished between love and possession. Love, he argued, is about freedom and growth. What the narcissist offers is possession disguised as love, a cage gilded with intermittent kindness. Escaping this game means recognizing that true love doesn't seek to control, it seeks to liberate. We are now at truth number 2, the guilt illusion. Guilt is the narcissist's favorite weapon. They are masters at making you feel responsible for their moods, their unhappiness, and even their abusive behavior. They will say things like, "If you hadn't upset me, I wouldn't have had to yell," or "I'm only like this because you don't appreciate me enough." This is a defense mechanism that Sigmund Freud would have recognized instantly. Guilt transfer. The narcissist is burdened by their own internal shame and emptiness, but they cannot face it, so they package it up and hand it to you. You become the carrier of their negative emotions. They get to feel righteous and victimized, while you are left drowning in a sea of unearned guilt. Breaking free from this illusion requires a radical act of emotional detachment. You must learn to say, "Your feelings are your responsibility, not mine." You are not responsible for managing another adult's emotional state. Your job is to manage your own. And finally, we arrive at the most fundamental deception. Truth number one, the mirror of blame. Everything a narcissist accuses you of is a confession. When they call you selfish, it's because their own self-absorption is all-consuming. When they accuse you of being a liar, it's because they live in a web of deceit. When they say you are manipulative, it's because they are projecting their own manipulative tactics onto you. The great psychologist Carl Jung called this projection of the shadow. The shadow is the part of ourselves that we deny and repress, all the dark, uncomfortable truths we don't want to admit. A narcissist has a massive, unprocessed shadow. They cannot bear to look at their own flaws, their own cruelty, or their own emptiness. So, they use you as a mirror. They project their shadow onto you, and then they attack you for it. They are literally fighting a battle with themselves, but you are the one who gets wounded. Understanding this is the key that unlocks everything. You were never the selfish, manipulative, or difficult person they claimed you were. You were simply a reflection of the darkness they couldn't face within themselves. Their accusations were never about you. They were confessions about them. So, how do you heal from this? You start by taking back your reality. Rebuild your self-worth not on their conditional approval, but on your own inherent value. Recognize projection for what it is, their internal monologue, not your report card. Detach emotionally by understanding that their behavior comes from a place of deep-seated pathology, not from anything you did or didn't do. You were targeted not because you were weak, but because you were strong. You had light, empathy, and a capacity for love that they wanted to possess and consume. The fact that you are here seeking answers proves that they did not succeed in extinguishing that light. I want you to do something powerful right now. If you have ever blamed yourself for someone else's cruelty, go to the comments and write, "I was never the problem." Let's fill this space with validation and strength. Let's reclaim our narrative together. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. Remember, healing is not about forgetting, it's about understanding. Understanding sets you free. If this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe for more content that helps you reclaim your power. You are not alone.